Draymond, he take it to a whole nother level. He wasn't even playing defense. He was just kicking you in your ding-ding. But I was like, that man plays basketball. And everybody started calling me an old head. See, you an old head. But I'll give it to Draymond. He played basketball. Steph is a great shooter.
Of all time.
You sure about that?
He's a great shooter. I know you love Larry Bird,
easy,
but he's actually a slightly better shooter than I think Larry.
You know what? We can agree there. Let's welcome in Marlon Wayans, comedian, actor, the youngest of the Wayans siblings. He made his name on In Living Color and the Scary Movie series. Tonight, he's going to be at the Henry J. Kaiser Center for the Arts in Oakland at 8 o'clock. It's part of his Wild Child stand-up tour. Welcome, Marlon Wayans.
Thank you, brother.
How are you, man?
In the vein.
Y'all got to get some fake applause in here or something. That was kind of dry. There you go.
All right, so we just heard a clip
silence.
from...
I was like, am I famous? What happened?
No, they waiting on you, baby.
So that was from Good Grief, your new special on Amazon. What's that all about?
That special came out last year, yes. What's the other one? God Loves Me on HBO Max. And then Headliners on HBO Max. And then now, Good Grief is a hilarious stand-up special about my dead parents. I like to pull from a dark well when I do my jokes.
Look at you. Both your parents are from Harlem, so you did that.
I thought you say, both your parents are dead. I said, bingo.
No, I got
gone.
you. But both of them are from Harlem.
Sometimes I just go knock on the casket and see if they knock back.
Look at my man.
Yeah.
And you did that at the Apollo Theater, but how special was that to honor your parents?
Well, they're from Harlem, so I went and represented them there and celebrated them. And my mom actually performed at the Apollo and won with her sisters, her siblings, 2 times amateur night. So when I was on that stage, I just felt like I felt the ancestors. And plus, Michael Jackson and Jackson 5 performed on that stage. You got James Brown performed on that stage. Steve Harvey's mustache spent a lot of time on that stage hosting the Showtime at the Apollo.
Hey, I was going to ask you about Scary Movie, but you've already annoyed me.
What? I thought we were
friends.
We got
friction early.
What happened? Scary Movie, yes, we are doing it, by the way, since you brought it up.
Yeah.
We are doing it. We're writing Scary Movie 6 right now. That me and my brothers jump back onto our franchise, and we're going to give you a big, funny hit come next summer. I'm sorry I annoyed you. That's 2026.
Tell them why, Stoney.
What did I say?
Marlon said he doesn't watch the NBA anymore because there hasn't been real basketball since the 90s.
Yeah,
and I said, you mean 80s? And he said, no, 90s.
I said 90s. Back when...
I said, Marlon, you misspoke.
I meant the 90s. Back when... And it actually, I remember it was like the 90s, just leaving the 80s because... Actually, yeah, honestly, I will say, no, but I won't say because I think it stopped in the 90s. So I was right. I mean, after Jordan, showed Larry Bird what it is to be the greatest of all time, I think what happened then after Jordan's transition, and then I'd say Kobe years. All right. And then after that, everybody became friends. I don't see nobody getting pushed out the sky, nobody getting scratched. Nobody.
Draymond Green.
Oh, that's the only one. Draymond playing hockey. Everybody else playing basketball. Draymond, he take it to a whole nother level. At one point, he wasn't even playing defense. He was just kicking you in your ding-ding. Pop! But I was like, that man plays basketball. And everybody started calling me an old head. See, you an old head. But I'll give it to Draymond. Draymond played basketball. Yeah. And Steph, Steph is a great shooter.
Of all time.
I will say.
Are you sure? You sure about that?
He's a great shooter. And I know you love Larry Bird.
The game.
I know you love Larry Bird.
Take it easy,
but he's actually a slightly better shooter than I think Larry.
You know what? We can agree there.
You're going to give it to him before you pull it?
And listen, I'm not going to lie. Larry Bird was the one dude I love to hate, but he was just so great that he earned your respect. That man could play ball. He used to hit the basket, in practice, he'd be shooting, and the ball would roll back to him. That's the kind of English he would have on his shot. Larry Bird was and the Celtics, they were a great team. Ugly. That was an ugly team.
Look at him.
There's nothing cute. I know they had no groupies. They looked like a bunch of monsters. Robert Parrish looked like what's that? Matumbo smelled something bad.
R.I.P.
He smelled like came to the bathroom and smelled something bad, and his face just stuck like that.
Scottie Pippen had that look too.
Oh, Scottie was ugly too. Scottie still looked like someone smushed him up on the window. I don't know what color Dennis Johnson is.
Oh man, Scottie, rest in peace to
God rest the DJ, but. I don't know what kind of freckles that was.
Before you pulled
that was the first black man I saw with freckles.
Yeah, he had them.
And then, and Mikhail, his long ass arms
Herman
dragging
Munster.
down the court.
Little like Herman
he was
Munster.
ugly as hell. They had no groupies. And honestly, this is how much I hated the Lakers. That I actually was rooting for the Celtics every time the Lakers played them.
Oh man,
why'd you hate the Celtics?
You had problems in the hood then, because we would. It's just like I'm going with the brothers, man.
I'm a hater, right? I'm agnostic. I don't have any teams because I just want to hate.
Sounds like
everybody.
somebody I know.
You know what? And
there's
isn't
nothing
it
to root
unfair
for.
how it used to be called criticism and now it's called hating?
Yeah, it's not hating.
Thank you.
Speak your speak. Everything ain't perfect, man. This new generation is too sensitive. You supposed to keep it real. My job is to keep it real. And if you ain't playing well, then I'm going to say you ain't playing well. I'm going to speak the truth. And if you can't handle it, well, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm going to tell the truth. Everybody want to lie and big up you and dap you up. Nah, man, good game. Nah, it was a terrible game. You had a terrible game. Yeah, you scored 60, but you know how many shots it took you to get there?
So if him isn't good, you'll say, you know what?
I'll be like,
I wasn't at my best.
That's when I'll be like, no, you out your mind. I was wonderful. Now, production might have sucked.
Now, that's a psych. That's something you're working on.
But I'll tell you right now, I'm amazing in that movie. No, but honestly, if it's not good, my performance is bad, I'll be like, I phoned that in.
What's your worst performance of all time?
I don't know. I commit to everything. My worst performance of all time. Oh, man. I would say there's an episode of the Wayans brothers where it was Brazilla the Roach and Rodney the Rat. And me and Sean did a Godzilla King Kong fight scene, and we was in these bad costumes, and I was just like, I couldn't commit. I was like, this feels bad. My brother Keenan said this is the first, he was laughing watching it going, it was so bad, that was the only time I seen Marlon not commit. Because I commit to anything. I would light myself on fire for a joke. I don't care. I'm going for it. I commit. That one, I spent all that check right away. I bought sneakers. I bought a new car. I bought a Range Rover. I was just like, I hate myself for doing that. I don't want none of this money.
How did that come about? Because that's a psychological horror. Him, and you playing quarterback?
Oh, I thought you was talking about the bad episode of Wayans, but I was like, them white writers writing something bad.
How did this come about, though? Him,
actually, Jordan Peele is the producer, Monkey Paw Productions, and Justin Tipping, who is the Bay's very own, the Bay's finest. He's from the town.
Yeah.
And, they offered me the movie, and I was like, bet. And I was like, you sure you're not talking about Damon? And they was like, no, Marlon, I know we got the right one. And they offered it to me. And then from there was about, it's a psychological horror thriller. So there's no comedy in it. Wow. So I got to get dark. And I think this will be one of my probably best performances dramatically.
Look at him, Steiny.
All right.
Hey, I know when it's good. I know when it's good.
Do you know when something's good?
I know when something's good. I do. To ask me a question, I will tell you the truth. I will not lie.
All right. So, there's this movie that you made. I've never seen it, but I hear it's really disturbing. Requiem for a Dream.
Great movie. Very twisted.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Watch it.
Can you pitch me? For somebody who hasn't seen it?
It is the greatest PSA for not doing drugs ever. All you got to do, everybody's life looks like it's all happy, and then you crash down to hell, and it ends in hell. And you watch the movie. I did that movie 25 years ago.
Right.
I seen it one time, and I said never again.
That's funny. We just had our producer.
Dark.
What's a movie you saw? You said it was just like that. One and done. Magazine.
Magazine Dreams with your guy Majors. It was dark. It
with Jonathan Majors?
Oh, man, it was so dark.
I'm going to see it one time because I want to see this man buff and me jealous. I get jealous. I get jealous. I'm like, he really did steroids. That's how he got that way.
Tell me about Bel Air. Where are we at in
Uncle Lou
with Bel Air?
You did that role.
Thank you,
man.
brother. Thank you.
See, I'm being real. I'll tell you if you wasn't that good.
He knows good too.
Yeah,
I know when it's bad.
Yeah,
it was good. I getting a couple. I won a NAACP award for that. I think I'm coming back this season, but that was great. Once again, Will hit me up and was like, "Yo, it's a great part." I was like, "If it's a great part,
played it.
Why aren't you doing it?" He's like, "I'm sorry, silly Negro. I win Oscars. I don't do Emmys." And so he gave me the role, and I was blessed to be able to play it. And I don't know how I played it because I'm a good father. So lose a piece of work.
Man.
But it was good.
Let me ask you this: how much stuff are you involved in? Because you got the comedy, you got the acting, like. How do gigs come your way? How busy are you? What do you say no to? What do you say yes to?
You're just looking at my resume right now like, what? What is going on?
Like, how do you keep it all straight?
I don't know. I work. I don't take.
Look at him.
I work 7 days a week. I don't take time off. I work between work. Right now, he's reading some of my work right now that I wrote last night and was writing on the way here. So I'm writing a movie, scary movie right now. That's what we're working on. So on the weekends I do stand up. I fly to my shows. I promote my shows, and then on the weekdays, as soon as I get home, I'm back to writing. Yeah, and then after this, I'm gonna be filming the movie and doing stand-up on the weekends. I'm trying to be prolific. I'm trying to be great. And the only way to be great is you got to be a cleaner. You got to think like Jordan. You got to think like Kobe. You got to think like, I got to get this work in. I got to get this work in. I'm trying to be great. So you have to be relentless. There's a book I read, Relentless, by Tim Groven. He was a trainer for Jordan. And a trainer for Kobe. Yeah. And it's about greatness is a mental commitment and a constant, consistent effort. You don't give up. I'm a cleaner.
I love that. Now, I'm not trying to be messy because I follow you and I know your stuff. You
brought about to ask me something.
No, you brought up Will Smith, and I just want to know where you were at and how many times you made calls the night of the Oscars when he went up there and slapped Chris Rock. Because the world stopped for me.
Will slapped Chris so hard that I did an hour special on it. I felt it. I dedicated an entire special called God Loves Me. It's on HBO Max, and it's all about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock and because of Jada Pinkett, and why that slap had nothing to do with them.
Leave my wife.
But had everything to do with me. That slap happened because of me.
What you mean?
Watch the special, Good Grief, and you'll see. You're gonna be like, I just want you to watch it, and you're gonna. It's to me my best special is the one special my brothers was like. Keenan was like, that was brilliant. And Keenan never gives me credit. Even Damon goes, you know something ugly?
You got it down.
I normally don't think you funny at all. In fact, you silly putty. You annoying to me. But that special was brilliant because I never seen somebody take one topic and keep it entertaining for an hour and 7 minutes. He said, that was brilliant. So watch God Loves Me.
I guess
and I'll tell you a story. You want
go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so when I was, I known Chris Rock since I was 12 years old. He's a family friend. And initially his part in I'ma Get You Sucker was supposed to go to me.
A classic.
But my brother gave it to Chris Rock. And I cried because he gave my part to Chris Rock. And so Chris Rock wound up becoming the Rid Man, and he blew up. And I had an extra role as pedestrian number one. So right then and there, my brother gave my role in his movie to Chris Rock. So then I'm 14 years old. I'm at the premiere of I'ma Get You Sucker.
Okay.
And I'm talking to this beautiful 19-year-old girl. I'm about to get a number. Chris Rock comes over and he goes, what the hell you doing over there? You know you can't handle her. What you gonna do with that thing? Hand that over to the proper authorities. He grabs my girl, walks away, and he winds up probably smashing it out. So then,
that hurts.
I'm 19 years old. I'm doing stand-up for like the 50th time. And then, stand-up is a hard thing to do. And so I'm doing stand-up, and I'm not doing well. And then Chris Rock, somebody heckles me from the audience. I go, what else is funny? He goes, I don't know. You the comedian. You supposed to tell me it was funny. I'm like, who's that? Somebody a whole lot funnier than you? Which Wayans brother are you, Tito? And he just heckles me. I look, and it's Chris Rock, my mean older brother in comedy. And he sits there for 5 minutes and heckles me. It feels like for 5 hours. I went home. I cried. I quit stand-up for 20 years. And I said to God, please do something. I want to harm him. And God was like, no, vengeance is mine. And then on March 27, 2022, at approximately 10:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 7:32 Pacific, when Chris Rock cracked the joke on Will Smith, and Will Smith got up, actually cracked the joke on Jada Pinkett Smith, and Will Smith got up and slapped the hell out of Chris Rock. That had nothing to do with Will. That had nothing to do with Chris. That had nothing to do with Jada. That was because God loves me. God slapped him. That's for taking his part, taking his girl, and for heckling him, you skinny, fat Albert kid looking.
We got to the bottom of it.
That's why he got slapped. Wow. But I did a whole special on that, and you got to watch it.
Well, my sources tell me you didn't commit to pedestrian number one.
I did.
In that movie that you didn't.
I did. My brother cut my role in that.
It's like a guy going to the bench.
My Oscar.
And he starts
I was supposed to be the first guy that wins an Oscar for an extra role. That's how committed I was. I had a character. I had a moment before. Like I had a certain walk, the way my character walked. This set is not like Good Grief, and it's not like God Loves Me. This brand new material, and it's really funny. And come see it.
Where are you going now? Dark. Where do you got to go now? It's one of those things where you just kind of. Shoehorned us in.
They slept me wherever, and I just.
Well, he shows at 8, so Oakland, you should start heading over to Oakland right about now.
Your traffic is crazy. I want to say the homeless people out here hit different. I saw the dirtiest man. It looked like he was in makeup. I said, what kind of dirt is that? Like, if I washed him, it wasn't going to come off. It was like stained. I was like, this is a movie set. I thought it was a prank. Y'all homeless hit different out here. And what kind of drugs are they on? I was like, this is zombies. Y'all got zombies. I want some of that high. God bless y'all.